Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Tuesday's What Map. Now today's map isn't the strongest you will ever see, but I do want you to hang around so I can tell you why I do maps that aren't the strongest you'll ever see. It's not horrible though, but it is. But I did promise you yesterday I would tell you when the Halloween special was going to be on, and it's this Friday the 27th of October at 6 PM UK time, and it is possibly the best thing I've ever made in the Cities Skylines universe, so do please hang around and watch for that. Right, so today's map is Sinkhole Mountains by MrFacechomp, and what a great name MrFacechomp has. Great choice, really happy with that. Resources are pretty much just trees, that's all there is here. So and mostly out of the 25 square tiles. Now it's pretty much vanilla, but although it doesn't say it here, you do need the Snowfall DLC. Now MrFacechomp, that is important information, you should put that on the page. Okay, so if you can get a chance to update this Steam page, please do so. Right, where were we? Aha! Right, so as I promised you, this map isn't the best you'll ever see. It is a kind of fantasy map, okay? So I'm going to overlook, in fact, my biggest problem isn't with the roads and the bridges, although in terms of detailing they are technically poor, okay? But it's a fantasy map. Like I say, the drifting apart here isn't so clever and all that sort of thing. Right, now why do I do maps that aren't that... Actually, these two bridges I kind of like, okay? I know they're not aligned, but they are perfectly not aligned. Okay, they're pretty much evenly balanced. I find that aesthetically pleasing, okay? As you come off of the bridge, it's a little bit angular there. And yeah, right here, see this little bit of a spike there. And then this is your start square. I'm not quite sure how easy it is to access the water because you're quite a long way up from the water. Oh, there might be some... can you get to that bit of water there? Possibly. Don't know. Could be a problem. Right, so yeah, why do I do maps that aren't so great? Well, first of all, who's for me to say? I'm going to leave you to fill in your own commentary about this bridge. Okay. Who's to say whether this is actually a good map or not? Okay, for a start, how do I know how you play the game? Do I know that you want a realistic map? Actually, I know you don't, but the guy sat in the room next to you watching the same video in 6 months' time. How do I know he doesn't want to play a fantasy map, a snowfall map? I don't. How do I know that you're not that worried about the roads? Because the first thing you're going to do is bulldoze them, because actually you always do. So I can't say for sure whether or not, like, these race highways on this hill would really be any concern bother for you at all. Do you actually play with the money switched on, or are you just basically plop the growers? Do you? Maybe, I don't know, possibly. So anyway, what I'm saying is you might play with unlimited money and not give a monkeys about the roads and want to play a fantasy snowfall map. Well, this would not get looked at if I was just doing the really high quality, look at this. Yeah, okay. You see, now I am going to be marking this down on details, okay, because clearly the detailing isn't good. But it's... yeah, okay, right, it's not good, right. But you might not actually care. Alright, I'm reviewing the map as a whole, and this is why I do these. I do filter out maps that I don't feel there is anything that anybody could ever learn from. The very basic beginners maps. Okay, the train line here, this up and down, and lumpy bumpy. You want me to say the words lumpy bumpy? I've said it now, guys. I've said it. So yes, what I'm saying is I do filter out the maps that nothing to be gained from, like for example little Johnny Smith is his first ever go. He's 10 years old and he's uploaded it, and basically it's a flat bit of land with one bit of a hill and yes, no flowing water and nothing of interest, and he's called it My First Map or something like that. I don't do those. I will, however, do those if it's a review request. If you've asked me, would you review my map, and things aren't too busy, I will have a look at your first map. I'll probably suggest to you offline, well online, but not in the show, if I feel that maybe you should possibly get a little bit more experience before I review a map. If I feel that there's nothing to be gained for me or for you the viewers, you know. But other than that, I will review your map if I try to. I've got a big problem with this tree overhanging the line than I have with the standards of the roads, okay? That's just a, excuse me, bit of a cough there. So anyway, this is what I'm trying to tell you here is this map, while it is not the best by my own admission, it has something going for it, and that is a different look, a different feel, a different vibe, and it's not totally unplayable. Okay, this is what I'm saying. That's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Asset time, I think, yeah? And it's the asset review. It's Starbucks Cafe by Althazar. Now, there are 3 of these on the workshop, and I've just picked one of them. I've done very little detailing. In fact, the detailing that I've done there is left in place from yesterday's asset. I've literally deleted yesterday's asset and plopped down today's asset and used Surface Painter to give it a bit of concrete around it. Why not? It's a nice little unit, nicely decorated. Let's say there are 3 of them. I feel that we could probably have just got away with one of them and use a little bit of creativity to make it fit. But there you are, there are 3 of them. Starbucks Coffee by Althazar, today's asset today. And I nearly got all that in time. Right, there is water flow. There are no shipping routes, okay, so don't be expecting ships. And yeah, no. Oh, hello. We have down here an essential lighthouse. I question the essential lighthouse. I also question if you can hear the background noise. The bin men have just turned up outside. The garbage removal people. Right. Now, so I questioned the legitimacy of that lighthouse, and then I come down here and I see that there's actually pretty much, well, there's one. It's like Northwest Passage. You can just about get a ship through one location. Not there. Perhaps we should switch the. Yeah, there we are. No fog there. Right. You could get a ship possibly through there at a squeeze. So I think actually a lighthouse here to warn you that you're not going to be able to get through this Northwest Passage is possibly a very good idea. I didn't expect I was going to say that when I first found it. We'll leave the fog off for now, shall we? Yeah, okay. Right, so anyway, build planes and stuff. Up here, there's plenty of build plane. When you get up here. Oh, down here we've got this, the sinkhole itself. I got a question for this sinkhole. First of all, what's that pier doing in the middle of nowhere? I don't know. And more importantly, how did that ship get in here? Or more importantly, why did that ship get in here? There is actually a route down here, but yeah, an explorer's vessel rather than a tanker. Look, there you go. There's the route out. I really don't think that tanker was going to make. There's even a little waterfall in the middle of that. I don't think that tanker was ever going to make it down there. So, I don't know. Strange. A lot of you all know that I don't like water falling out the side of the top of a mountain. Fantasy setting or not, I don't buy that. Ready to jump? Oh, no. You thought I was going to fall to my death. You just wished. Where were we? We're kind of just like looking at the basic terrible. Like I say, it is clunky, this map. It is clunky. It's not clever. It's not pretty. But it's got something about it, alright? That's what I'm saying. It's got something about... Oh, Skiathos project. That's the colour LUT I'm using for this. Skiathos project. There's no theme because it's a snowfall map, so it's a vanilla theme. and I've used the Skiathos project LUT. I was going to tell you that at the beginning. I completely forgot. Sorry about that. Right, aesthetically, do you know what? Right, okay, it's not pretty, but it is striking, and it's one that you'll remember visually. I'm giving this 3 stars. Detailing is poor. There's no question about that. I've seen worse, but not much. I'm giving this 2 stars. Gameplay potential. Look, fantasy setting map. It's got zero gameplay potential for me and for a lot of you. But when I look at this as a whole, reasonably, I'm giving it 3 stars. Okay, I know there's going to be a lot of people that argue against it. Please do so in the comments below. But I'm giving it 3 stars just because, you know, Sinkhole Mountains by MrFacechomp. Yeah, just because actually, if you look at this with a sound mind, it is possible. Been men outside still. Sound mind, you can actually play this map. All right. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Catch me again tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series. And don't forget, Friday coming, Halloween. There's those bin men. Thanks, Mr. Bin Men. Thank you. You can go away now. And so can you. You don't have to watch this anymore. I've finished. See you later. Bye now.